Welcome to Average Dude's Slow Pitch.
Yo, Hendo here, the Average Dude's Slow Pitch. Today, we're getting a chance to bring out Steve Whaley's exclusive Anarchy legendaries. My left, your right, we've got the 13-inch half-ounce X-Core 2 Tech USA model, and then we've got the 12-inch half-ounce USSSA model. We already swung the senior bat of Steve Whaley. This thing was absolutely gassed. It's actually in PK's bag at this point. He swung it at our military Band-Aid recently. Absolutely loved it. So we're excited to see what these do. For me personally, I'm really looking forward to this USSSA model. Austin Dawes 12-inch balance, one of my favorite Anarchies to date. And so we got another 12-inch here, so we'll see how that performs. But either way, starting with 52s here on the USA model, we'll get a handful of 52s on the UTIP model, just kind of break it in, and then send it with the Pro M's. You'll see compression here in a minute, and then we'll pretty much do the wrap up here, and then you'll see a final compression there after the final thoughts here at the fields. All right, let's see where Whaley's bats are testing. First up, his ASA model. This is the X-Core 2 Tech. This one is required to be at 975. I think that's pretty much on par with all the X-Core 2s, if I'm remembering correctly. But either way, on this one, it's sitting like 180-ish, 190, somewhere around there. On the conversion chart, that puts us at 190 would be 1325, 184 would be 1300. Either way, plenty of wiggle room on this one. And then we've also got his USSSA model. If you're looking for a senior model, we've done it's a video on that one about a month ago. You can go back, find that. Just search, I think Anarchy Legendary, it'll pop up on the channel. Too far. And on the UTIP, we're looking at basically right on 250. However, I'll tell you, sometimes testing on this turf, even just because it's not a harder surface, we get slightly lower compression plus the elevation piece. So I'd be willing to bet you can add about 10 PSI to what we're seeing right now. Plus, after you get that new bat crunch, you can see there, that puts us closer to 275. And because we crunched it, I'll even go back to where we tested the first time. And I'm willing to bet we see a slightly higher test here. I should have got the little bat crunch before we did the first test for you guys. But, yep, and just like I mentioned, so we're somewhere between that 270, 265 mark. Either way, we'll get our swings on the ASA with just 52s, swap over to this one, the UTIP, some 52s, and then Pro M's, and go from there. All right, as mentioned, starting with the USA model. Again, X-Core 2 Tech here, 13-inch barrel, half-ounce end load, 26-ounce model.
99 miles per hour.
Ooh, that's got a nice crack to it. Yeah, this one reminds me of like when we swung the Samurai, or honestly, it even almost has an Austin, like a Dawes, shock and Dawes sound, even though it's a slightly longer barrel.
96 miles per hour.
I don't even think that was sweet spot all the way.
It almost looks like you hit that ball in the hammer.
Yeah, tons of carry. Whew. All right, Whaley, I see you, buddy.
99 miles per hour.
Yeah, this has a really good feel. Tons of, or super consistent, forgiving. Whaley, I expect to see you swing this when we go to ASA Nationals in September, my guy.
82 miles per hour.
It's got a good feel to it.
75 miles per hour.
It's got a real good trampoline effect on it, even on the sweet spot. It's not really soft, but it's not really hard either.
81 miles per hour. 102 miles per hour.
Well, there's our sweet spot. Holy moly. Holy moly.
102 miles per hour.
Yeah, the sweet spot has an amazing sound, great feel, and so far really good feedback. You know exactly what you're catching off of this. And it started nice and high compression-wise, so I can only imagine how much better it gets as you break it in, which we've seen some pretty top performance with a lot of these ASA Anarchies anyways. So from there, they only get better.
101 miles per hour.
Woo. Woo. You can, yeah, I mean, oh, buddy.
82 miles per hour. 81 miles per hour.
It's got a real good trampoline. It's got that just enough softness to where it's giving you a good feedback on the barrel.
84 miles per hour.
The handle is pretty flexible too. It's not too stiff. It's not too flexible.
102 miles per hour.
I mean, I think between me and PK, we're probably about 40-ish swings in. That's about it. And you can already tell it's opened up just a little bit. It kind of switched gears, and it's crazy forgiving. But now with that forgiveness, we're getting some pretty ridiculous speeds off an ASA bat on pretty much every swing.
101 miles per hour.
Yep, because there was a little bit low a sweet spot. I could feel in the hands, and we knuckled the crap out of that and went to triple digits. So a very good option here with just enough flex that I think it'll fit just about everyone's swing. And even for like me who doesn't like flex, it's not so flex that even affects the way I have to either like slow my swing down or anything. It's just a normal swing and ball's flying off.
79 miles per hour.
2 more. Still hitting a little high on the bat. You can see I don't think I'm squaring it up all the way, but I mean, still decent carry everywhere. Haven't really got down to the handles yet, and I don't want to.
73 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's got some good carry on it.
89 miles per hour.
I'm good. Okay, so there's Steve Whaley's bat. ASA model, 13-inch barrel, half-ounce end load, 26 ounce. I really like the feedback on it. When you get the sweet spot, it's got a lot of nice carry, even off the end cap, because I hit quite a few up there. But it's got the handle tech on it. So this one says, or is that just the model number, Hendo?
Tech on is X-Core 2.
X-Core 2?
X-Core.
X-Core. So it gives you enough flex along with the barrel that it gives you a lot of carry. It's not too soft, it's not too hard. It's just right in that comfort zone. So I really liked it. This is another one that I would say I would add to my bag to go with my senior bat.
Handle.
87 miles per hour.
That's hands. 87, crazy elevated. And still almost reached our hill. I mean, yeah, this one's crazy forgiveness. Real good option. Real excited to see Whaley get a model that's as good as this one. So, and the nice part is for people like me who typically swing 12 and a half, it still feels like it's got that crack and performance you get out of the shorter barrels. But for those that swing the longer barrels, you still get your normal 13-inch forgiveness, but with that increased performance. So I think this is going to be a favorite for a lot of people.
99 miles per hour.
Oh, a 99 knuckler seems like a good spot to stop. But yeah, there you have it with the USA model here of Steve Whaley's Anarchy Legendary. I mean, we've talked about it plenty at this point. We'll do a quick wrap up on this one and the UTIP when we get done with it. But for now, let's hop over to the UTIP. We'll get a handful of 52s between myself and PK, and then swap over to the USSSA stamp 44 375s. All right, we got the USSSA model here, 12-inch barrel, half-ounce end load. We're swinging a 27 ounce. This is the ACX7 Tech. We'll get some 52s real quick and then swap over to Pro M. Excited for this one. 12-inch barrels have been some of my favorites.
100 miles per hour.
It's a nice star of 52s. Handle.
91 miles per hour.
Yeah, definitely a stiffer handle for the fact that I felt every bit of that one with the 52s, but we still got a bunch of forgiveness coming off this one.
80 miles per hour.
Now I will say with this one, the 52 sound, it feels real stiff on this UTIP model, 12-inch. And I guess being that it's 12-inch, it's supposed to be a little bit stiffer.
75 miles per hour.
And there, boys, is your handle.
103 miles per hour.
Yeah, this one's got a really good feel with the 52s if you have to use those softer type balls or 52s with a USSSA bat.
102 miles per hour.
Sheesh.
80 miles per hour.
Last two of those 52s in your hand.
84 miles per hour. 74 miles per hour.
Okay, there we are with the 52s on the USSSA model, the 12-ounce, half-ounce end load legendary Anarchy, Steve Whaley. Real good if you're one that has to use the 52s because your location has some really good feedback. On the 12-inch model, it's going to be a little stiff, of course, but that's with the 52s, a little bit softer ball. So,
Oh my goodness.
98 miles per hour.
That seems like a good stopping point for the 52s. Jeez. Well, there you have it. 52s for me and PK. Handles them really, really well. You actually get good feedback, which is kind of wild. But now for what we really care about this one, let's hop over to the UTIP stamp 44 375s and see how this performs. All right, UTIP balls. Let's see what we can get here.
100 miles per hour.
And that was very low on the barrel. Got the sting on the hands. No, I caught it low, and we're already starting off with some pretty crazy forgiveness off a 12-inch.
105 miles per hour.
Okay, Stevie Whaley.
103 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness. Whew. Oh, buddy, that's a great feel.
78 miles per hour.
Okay.
86 miles per hour. 87 miles per hour.
that's down the line. I'll take that.
92 miles per hour.
It's a slight miss. And hit a mile. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this reminds me a lot of Austin Dawes' bat. Just a little bit of an end load. And that was my personal favorite for Anarchy this year. So this, to me, could be the one. Goes in the bag right next to it. And I almost prefer slightly over it just because I'm an end load fan. But these 12 inches from Anarchy between this and Dawes are crazy hot with tons of forgiveness that makes it almost feel more like a 12 and a half, if not closer to a 13.
85 miles per hour.
Well, tattooing the one hoppers.
89 miles per hour.
That's a double right there for me in senior league. Oh, and I missed it on the end cap.
Per hour.
Oh my
99 miles
goodness.
per hour.
Was that the sidewalk? All the way to the street? Holy crap. Okay. We'll put the street measurement up for you right now.
$107 miles per hour.
Super easy to control as well. This is nuts. Oh,
95 miles per hour.
did I hit you? No. Oh God. Junior almost died.
85 miles per hour.
It's got some really good feedback on it on these Pro-Ams. Still a little bit stiff. Sounds stiff though, doesn't it?
104 miles per hour.
Oh no.
94 miles per hour.
I can't believe we got 94 out of that swing. Way elevated. I mean, there's the forgiveness on it. He threw an outstanding pitch, and I messed everything up about the step, timing, everything. But the bat will make you look, well, once that was a solo, I guess it's not so good, but at least it's super forgiving.
90 miles per hour.
There's that barrel. There's the sweet spot, boys. There we go.
81 miles per hour.
Okay, so now we've swung the two Whaleys, the USSSA with the Pro-Ams and 52s, and the ASA. I will have to say that the 12 inches is quite a bit stiffer for me. You have to, for me, I had to square it up. There was no forgiveness on my part to get it there, but the feedback when you do square it up is there. The handle's a little bit stiffer than I'm accustomed to, but it has some great feedback on both bats. So would I put both of these in my bag along with my senior bat? Yes, I would, but be careful when you do that, yeah?
106 miles per hour.
And I don't think that was complete sweet spot. Like I said, it's opening up for sure with more swings. Be interested to see where the final compression is, but we'll get just a couple more, wrap this thing up. But outstanding model here from Anarchy, and huge shout out to Steve Whaley.
105 miles per hour.
Whew. The screen did its job.
103 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness. Oh, two more.
110 miles per hour.
We're done. We're done. We're stopping right there. So, oh boy. There you have it. Steve Whaley's Anarchy Legendary USSSA model, 12-inch half ounce. Like we said, I mean, it felt really good from swing number one. You heard PK talk about it, felt a little bit stiff. I think he was right early on. It did feel stiff to where you didn't have a crazy amount of forgiveness, which I mean, 12-inch barrel, but the ball still came off really well at the sweet spot. But as we got there, right towards the end, it definitely started opening up. I see a little bit of webbing in here, but I'm willing to bet this thing hasn't dropped a whole ton. We'll be able to put even more swings on it. You saw there in the last probably 10, 15 swings, slight, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but slight sound change. Definitely forgiveness is opening up. And now to me, it's performing more like a 12.5, almost 13-inch, but still with that 12-inch barrel performance off the sweet spot. So outstanding option here. Between both of them, as we talked about them, really good options from both. One of my preferred Anarchy ASAs up to this point. Again, I would say this, Austin Dawes, and probably the Anarchy Samurai, my 3 favorite of the year. And then on the UTIP side, probably go with this, again, the Daw. He's got a great model on both sides. And then I have to really think about where I'm going with the UTIP side from there. But great option. Not sure how many of these are left. They are sold out on Anarchy, or I think Smash It. You can hit me up. I can get you in touch with Steve Whaley, see if he's got any left on hand. But both really good options. Again, Anarchy site, Smash It site, or down in the description of the video. I'll get some codes down there for you so you can kind of look on either site with discounts. Either way, appreciate you checking out the video. Stay tuned here momentarily. You'll see the final compression piece there. But thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for supporting the channel. Have a great day. All right, now that we're swings complete here with Whaley's Anarchy Legendaries, let's see where they're testing at. First up, we've got the USA ASA model, which can be at 975 for the purposes of this test, which is pretty spot on with, I think, most of the X-Core 2 USA bats. And this one's still about 180-ish, maybe even 185, 190. Either way, 184 would be 1300, 178 would be 1275. So tons of wiggle room there, pretty much to be expected from what we found with the X-Core tech, being that it can be swung with the 44s. We found that the ASA 52s really don't drop the compression too fast, which lets you really just have a good bat from the start and be able to break it in more and more. And then on the USSSA model, sitting basically right at 250. So exactly what you want. This reminds me, again, a lot of the white shock and Daw. Start a little bit lower compression. I think Austin's talked about in the past as well. But get some swings on it, absolute gas, and then basically it'll sit at 250 for a while. I think Austin actually made a post after the Chattahoochee Major in Columbus last week, talking about he went into the tournament with his white shock and Daw at 250, finished the tournament still at 250. So these hold pretty well. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed it. If either of these bats are still available over on Anarchy or Smash It Sports, you can use Austin Dawes code. For instance, on Smash It, it's SISDAW, so SISDAWE. And then on Smash It's website, I should have it pulled up for you, but on Anarchy's website, his code is going to be for USA models ABC DAW, and on UTIP models 50, so 50 off DAW. And I'll throw those in the description of the video for you as well. But if you these sell out or whatnot, reach out and I'll see if Steve Whaley has some on hand that he can help you out with.
Thank you for watching Average Dude's Slow Pitch. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more content.